They did it. They did it. Kevin Dresser, Brent Metcalf, Derek St. John, Ben Durbin, Iowa State wrestling fans across the country like myself. You see it. Got to clap it up for them. You know, just when I thought that Iowa State wasn't going to get any portal guys, I was looking at this class that was coming in, and, you know, we just came off a big class. So, I mean, you can't get the biggest class every single year. 2022 was great. 2023 was good. It was good, but it just got a whole lot better. Okay, we're going to get to that in a minute. But the 2024 is shaping up good as well. And today, we had the honors of breaking a little news. Now, I'll say this. This was kind of rumored for a little bit now. Pat Minio was tweeting about it. The forums were tweeting about it. I was getting DMs here and there. And ultimately, they all came true, or some of it came true. Cody Chittum is now an Iowa State Cyclone. The number one kid in his class at a weight that Iowa State needed a little help at. Jason Kreiser did a really good job, and it could be a spot. Jason Kreiser at the end of the year did one heck of a job. He beat Jarrett JQs. He made it way farther at nationals than most would have said. I think that's okay to say. And he was really fun to watch. And who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen? But ultimately, at 157, this was a spot that if Iowa State's going to compete with the Penn States, if they're going to compete with the Iowas, if they're going to compete with the Michigans, they're going to need to have every single spot have a hammer like Cody Chittum. We're young. Panero's young. Casey Swiderski's young. Younger's got a couple years left, 1 year left. David Carr's got another year left. Tate Nachterborn coming in. Sawyer Bartelt coming in. He's still got another year in high school. I mean, this team can do something special. But let's talk about Cody Chittum for a little bit. First, the kid commits pretty young, goes to Minnesota, ultimately decides that wasn't for him. I'm not sure what happened there. He ends up going to Iowa. He skips his senior year of high school so he can go and train with the Hawkeye Wrestling Club. So he's been doing freestyle for the past year. He's got some really good freestyle wins. We'll get into that. But this kid is a kid that wrestles really hard. Imagine someone like Casey Swiderski, guys who are really just tough as nails. They're not going to gas out. 3 periods of wrestling, 7 minutes. They're going to go hard the whole entire time. These are the kind of guys that when Kevin Dresser came in, these are the guys that he wanted. And he got him. He got Cody Chittum today. Unbelievable. We got to break the news too. Little clap it up for StaleMates, okay? But let's go ahead and I want to tell you guys who Cody Chittum is a little bit. Shout out to SB Nationwide Right and Natty Light. My boy Slam Phillips did this article. Go check it out. Link down below. Iowa State Wrestling has added another phenom to their middleweights. Tuesday morning, it was announced that super recruit Cody Chittum would be flipping his commitment to Iowa State. Nice little tweet there from your boy. He's from Tennessee. If you see right here, he's got some good wins. He took out a junior world champ. He was down 10-3. So like I said, he's going to be a guy that he's going to wrestle hard the whole entire time. Whether he's up or whether he's down, he's going to be wrestling hard the whole 7 minutes. And it hasn't always been that way at Iowa State sometimes. Maybe not in this past few years. The teams are what's going on at Iowa State right now, I can't complain. As an Iowa State fan, I've been going since the KJ era in 2010, 2009. And let me tell you, there was a lot of times where I was just thinking like, you know, we would be up in the first period, in the second and third period, they'd be gone. Be Casper the Ghost. Not now. But what's interesting is, you know, this kind of came, it kind of came overnight a little bit. Like I said, I was hearing the tea leaves a little bit. I was hearing the rumbling, the rumor mill. And all of a sudden, this thing kind of falls into our lap. When I say we, I mean StaleMates, meaning this might be a done deal. And next thing you know, we're tweeting it. But why? Why did Cody Chittum decide to leave Iowa? He's been with them. Dan Dennis was a coach that he had growing up. Hawkeye Wrestling Club coach. Shout out to Dan Dennis. But why would he leave? Well, as you guys remember, a few months back or a month back, I don't know at this point, everything kind of blends together. Anthony Ferrari announced that he wants to go to Iowa. And so this was good for some people and some people not. I'll just read this here from Slam Phillips. The Ferraris who crossed paths with Chittum at Blair are one of the most polarizing families in wrestling. The oldest, AJ, won an NCAA title as a true freshman for Oklahoma State. Middle brother Anthony was still in Stillwater too. Both left in the summer of 2022 amid legal issues. But Cody Goodwin, shout out to Cody Goodwin, asked Chittum about why he would leave. And Chittum said that he was sad about it, said he was crying when he left, loves the teammates and everything over there. But it comes down to this part right here. He said he would rather leave Iowa City than be teammates with the Ferraris. They all went to Blair together at one point. I think it was a pretty brief stint, but ultimately there's probably some friction there. And if you're a Hawkeye fan and you're wondering, is there anything they could have done differently? Is there anything that, is the house burning down at Iowa? No, it's not burning down. You got Victor Voinovich yesterday. He's pretty dang good from Oklahoma State. You got potentially Anthony Ferrari, potentially AJ Ferrari, and potentially the golden goose of all three of them, if there is one. It's Angelo Ferrari. And you still got some hammers there, too. I'm seeing a lot of Iowa's done. It's over. It's done. It's not over. It's not done. Iowa State might have won this little battle, but we all know come next year that you and me and everybody else is going to be excited because that dual meet, the Cyhawk dual meet, that many Iowa fans has, they come out here all the time and be like, it's not a rivalry. It's not a rivalry. Today it's seeming like a dang rivalry, if you ask me. If you ask me, it's a dang rivalry. The rivalry's back. I'll give you that. It was gone for a while, but it's back. I hope that Iowa gets the Ferraris. I hope that Iowa fans can find their mojo a little bit, come back, be excited about Iowa. You got a sweet new facility coming. That tunnel, great tunnel, beautiful tunnel. Be happy about the tunnel. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen with all this gambling stuff with Iowa State and Iowa. I don't know if you guys have saw that in the news. I can pull that up real quick. Let's see if that comes up. Yeah, so the New York Post. Iowa State athletes involved in latest college sports gambling fiasco. So more gambling allegations have emerged in college sports, the latest involving athletes from Iowa State and Iowa. Not good. 26 students from Iowa and another 15 from Iowa State. You beat us there. You beat us there. Are involved in allegations of online sports betting, according to multiple reports, and the pair of universities have become the center of college sports' latest potential crisis. The Iowa Racing and Gaming Commission had led the investigation into the Iowa athletes, according to USA Today, while the Cyclones said in a statement that they notified the NCAA about the potential violations. The Board of Regents is aware of concerns related to online gambling involving individuals associated with the University of Iowa and Iowa State University. The Iowa Board of Regents said in a statement, according to The Athletic, the Board of Regents and the universities will fully cooperate. All right. But yeah, ultimately, as you see here, Iowa athletes from Iowa participate in football, men's basketball, men's track, and wrestling. Iowa State, it was football, wrestling, and track and field. So that's not good for either Iowa or Iowa State. That's not really something to be celebrated. But who knows what's going to happen with the lineups next year? I really can't express to you guys how excited I am for next season. I can't explain it. Just to see what's going on. Let me see if WrestleStat has updated. I'd be impressed if they already have Chittum in there, which I don't think that they will, because as far as I'm concerned, it's 9:17 at night. Let's see. Why can't I find it? This is out of season, so I'm clearly not well versed in WrestleStat. It's only been a few months and I can't even find it. There we go. Come on, WrestleStat. Okay, Iowa State, and it's in Hilton next year. Last time they were Hilton, the fights happen. All right, Kaisa Terakina versus Drake Ayala. I'll take Drake in that one. Brody Teske and Zach Redding. I'll take Zach Redding in that one. At 41, we have Casey Swiderski. He won't be at 41. Everything that I've heard, he's probably going to redshirt this next year. But holy crap. Look at there. Looky there. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. I'm new to this too. Hold on. Let me see if I can. There we go. Look at this. Let me see if I move me. Look. Where's it at? Cody Chittum. It's WrestleStat. Nicely done, WrestleStat. All right. But I guess we can just go ahead and do it then. We can just go ahead and do it. So 41 is probably not going to be Swiderski. I think he's going to be injured. It's maybe Ramazan or Zach Redding. Zach Redding. Probably Zach Redding, honestly. At 41. And at 33, let's do don't forget about Garrett Grice. That's another transfer that we got in the portal from Virginia. He was pretty good. We'll just put, I like Ramazan, but just because we're talking about transfers, we're going to put Garrett Grice in there. So Zach Redding at 41, Pinero at 49. Dude, and they already got Victor Voinovich in there. Shout out to WrestleStat. Cody Chittum at 157, and they already have Chittum plugged in. They said no wrestle off Kreiser, it's Chittum. 65, David Carr, Patrick Kennedy, Julian Broderson, Nelson Brands. I think it'll be NJ Gaetan. 184, we got Abe Assad, and this is one that's going to be interesting. I imagine for this duel, they're going to throw out the best of the best, which I don't know if we can put Tate Nactaborn in there, but I do know that Dresser is not afraid to throw in true freshmen in these situations, especially with these new rules where you can use 5 dates before you burn a red shirt. So I think he's just going to throw everything at Iowa. We'll go ahead and put Tate Nactaborn in there, but I think that's a big question mark at this time just because we don't know that much about Tate yet, except for the fact that he's pretty good. At 197, you got Zach Glazier and Younger Bastida. Is that who they're going to have at 97? Probably Colby Franklin, I think. 285, you got Cassiope and Nate Schoen. Nate Schoen is a guy that has been around a little bit. He's been injured. He was a big recruit for Iowa State out of the gate. But I don't know what to expect out of him, but it's probably going to go in Cassiope's favor. Tech Fall would be interesting. But what's WrestleStat have this at? 26-9. There you go. There you go, Iowa fans. 26-9. WrestleStat has you winning. If you guys like this video, hit subscribe. Check out the channel. Check out our Patreon. More content on there. Check it out. Shout out to Barbarian Apparel, the #1 apparel business in the game. If you guys need custom team apparel, check out barbarianapparel.com. They will take care of you. No more waiting around. Check them out.